but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Second and 20. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Vikings nothing. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Murray now. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Second and 6. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Mendoza. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And second and 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Murray going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayden Stoops. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 4. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard lines.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Murray now to throw. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 7.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
To throw, it's Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On play action, it's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Here's Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Pola-Mao. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the draw, here's Jeanty. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Second and 11. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. The run straight ahead with Jeanty. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Right back to Jeanty on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Gay now set to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. focus on what came before it, and get back to it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Murray. This is caught by Addison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Gain of 30. First down, Minnesota.
Now Murray again. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayden Stoops. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by Tucker. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.